One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8th lap and UCLA ready to roll. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. They try to get it outside on the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
To the air, it's Lamb. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Little touch pass to the receiver. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Trying to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Lamb. Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll immediately call timeout. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. He tries to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On third down, going up top. Going to try to get it himself. And he's got it inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. They're going back to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to throw, it's Lamb. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Lamb. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. He got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
What a cut. Now he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Oregon State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick pass on the jet motion. to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lamb. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out sometimes.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Caught. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Lamb. He's going for it all. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
So after the first down run, here's second down. This guy can throw it. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Touchdown Bruins. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. Snags it down the right side. And he's running in the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lamb. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. And
he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off-play action on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw on second down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Lamb. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice move to keep running. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throwing right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Fights off a defender. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to...
Going for the big play. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.